Recently, I was in Russia and in Serbia, and there I gave speeches as usual. In Serbia, I pointed out that the whole of Africa today has got a GDP of $2.5 trillion. The whole of Africa. Now, that economy is smaller than the economy of India, which is now 3.3 trillion. It's smaller than Germany, which is 4 trillion. Smaller than Japan, which is 4.2 trillion. Of course, smaller than China, which is 17.96 trillion. And smaller than the economy of the United States, which is 25.46 trillion. Now, this is a big shame to African leaders. And these people, they call ministers of finance and planning and all that. So, and this is something we saw when we were students. That's how we started, that was part of our movement in the 1960s. We saw this and we were telling the leaders that time that you are lost, we are lost. You are going to cause a catastrophe here. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. And they were all young people. Those leaders were not really old. All of them were young people, like Obote was 35 years when he became prime minister. Mutesa was 30-something. Maybe Nadiopi is the one who was like 42, not old. They were all young people. But they were thinking in a different way and spending a lot of time with the politics of identity, of tribes, of religion, until people like Idi Amin came in and we had now to fight. Now, when we were fighting, again, we put down our views, and that's how we came up with the 10 points program. Security and so on and so forth. Then point number 5 is exactly this, what we are talking about. Building an economy which is integrated, independent, and self-sustaining. Integrated vertically and horizontally. We have been able to achieve some success. That's how the economy has grown almost 37 times from the beginning. But what I'm glad Dr. Museven has picked it up, the issue of the qualitative leap. Ebyenfuna okubuuka. Ne biva mu okulima amabidde n'ogalekerawo nti olimya amabidde omulala yanaasogola omubisi yanaakola omwenge ate yanaafumba kali akasinga okubatta. So we are saying, you people, why do you only end at growing mabidde, the sour bananas, the bananas for alcohol? Why don't you integrate? Because that's the vertical integration we are talking about. Amabidde, omubisi, omwenge, kali akabakola bubi, waragi. That's vertical integration if you don't want to go very far. But we have been having opposition, not only from external players, but the internal ones, politicians. We bring investors, they come to help us do that. Somebody goes to parliament and starts insulting people, insulting them. Oh, these are thieves, they are what? Now, these days, whatever you say is on the internet. Many years ago, I had brought somebody with Museven. My daughter Barbara there knows. Somebody from Thailand. At that time, I was struggling with the value addition to milk. Because we had persuaded your people in the cattle corridor to start joining the money economy by producing milk for sale instead of just milk for drinking at home. And they had come up. But the processing capacity was small. There was like a small, something called Uganda Dairy Corporation, which was producing only 60,000 liters per day at Bugorovi. So this time man wanted to come and build a factory, to take over that factory, expand it, and make it produce milk, but also juice of fruits and so on. He had a very good plan. But my people went to parliament and started insulting him. So his board, for him he didn't mind, he was still going, but his board, when they looked at, saw it, why do you go to such a country? Don't go, don't go. The man just walked out because of being insulted by people who have no value addition themselves.